This is the biggest moment in EBCW history. After almost a year, we have finally, or after almost years of creating the series, we have finally reached probably one of the biggest goals any series in YouTube wants to achieve, and that is 100 episodes. Louisville, Kentucky, get ready for EBCW SmackDown. So, this is episode 98 of EBCW 2K19, and I forgot to mention in our little intro that we have for episode 100 probably the biggest match, or one of the biggest matches in EBCW history. But first, we're not on episode 100. We are on episode 98, and episode 98 features the new United States champion, Shelton Benjamin, who won the title in a very fantastic match against Aleister Black. And wow. If you haven't already, go back and watch that match, because that match was fantastic. The entire Money in the Bank pay-per-view was completely fantastic, but I think the United States title match was probably one of my favorites. I mean, all the matches were great, like I said, but whew, Aleister Black and Shelton Benjamin really took it to one another. That's why I love letting created wrestlers. That's why I love letting the computer fight each other, because it sometimes ends with some pretty entertaining shit. So, in his first challenge as United States champion, we have the Big Boss Man, and he is from Cobb County, Georgia, or some fucking. That was a really shitty interpretation of his song, but you know what I'm trying to say. Either way, actually, you know what? I'm really shocked. If I think about it, I'm really shocked that they don't have Boss Man's Attitude Era attire in this game. In my opinion, he looked a lot cooler and a lot more badass with the Attitude Era stuff than he does with the blue, jail cell gear or whatever the fuck. Wow, that was a fucking weird transition. Oh shit. Nice reversal there to start the match off. Nothing wrong with dominating your opponent in the early outset of the match. Nice drop kick there by myself, aka Shelton Benjamin. Ooh, fuck, what a knee strike. So, this is actually, I think, my first time playing Shelton Benjamin in a WWE game in quite some time. The last time I remember Shelton Benjamin in a WWE game, I'm not sure if he was in 2K18. I can't really confirm that because I don't quite remember. I don't even know if I used him or he was even part of any episode or any off-camera match. But the last time I personally remember using Shelton Benjamin was years ago in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, when he had the gold hair, or the yellow, or the bleach blonde hair, or whatever the fuck he had. And and he wasn't even a member of the roster when the game was shipped. Like, he was a member of the roster when the game was shipped, but you had to unlock him a certain way, which is actually something I wish WWE games would do a lot more often now. I should have mentioned this in my wish list video, but imagine if 2K took the route of, like, unlocking superstars via gameplay as opposed to just fucking playing dozens of matches to unlock a certain character. And like, for instance, as I was saying, Shelton Benjamin was he was a character where, like, Vince McMahon would come out after a match that you just played. He's like, "Oh, you think you're done for the night? No, here's your next opponent," or some shit like that. Or like, "This match isn't over yet. Here's your next opponent," or something shit like that. Yeah, I was like scared shitless when that happens. Like, oh fuck, I gotta face another guy. Who the hell is this gonna be? And then one of the guys I would face was Shelton Benjamin, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So that's the last time I remember using Shelton Benjamin in a game. Was 2011, which is almost 10 years ago. And I can't believe I've been playing WWE games for literally 10 years. That's insane if you really think about it. Big knee strike there. Forgot to mention before, but a nice super kick by none other than the gold standard himself, And that's also when he was known as the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin. I'm not sure if they still reference him as that now, but he's definitely the gold standard now because he has the United States Championship. I don't know, do I want to do this finisher now or later? But yeah, 2K really should implement something like that again. I thought that was a lot of fun. Ooh, big fucking... What the hell is that? What the hell is that move called? The Playmaker or some shit like that? I don't even know. All that matters is... Oh. Alright, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Also, funny story about Shelton Benjamin. I believe in 2K, not 2K, in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, he and MVP had the same finisher, if you can believe that. I believe they had the exact same finisher, which is like the Playmaker or some shit name, some name like that. So I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, Shelton Benjamin is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. He is the winner of the 98th episode of EBCW's 2K19 season, a season that is coming to an end in later October when 2K20 releases. And boy, I'm certainly glad to have Shelton Benjamin as a member of the roster and as our champion of SmackDown. But up next, we got a match that I've been dying to have on here for the longest time, and I don't know why it took me so long, but I guess the biggest episode of SmackDown and the biggest episodes of EBCW have to have a match like this. Let's just say it's going to be some strong style, and I'll leave it at that. See you guys then.